Brad's Man United 0, Liverpool 3. Absolutely humiliated today at home.
I'm not shocked. Ten Hag has to go. He has to go now. I wanted him gone at the end of last season. I think the FA Cup massively papered over cracks, and Ten Hag's now had 15 bad defeats at Man United, 11 3-0 losses, 2 4-0 losses, a 6-3 loss, and 7-0 was actually 16 bad defeats as a Man United manager. I mean, I know we've been poor since Fergie's gone, but we was not getting battered like this under LVG. We wasn't getting battered like this under Ollie. We wasn't getting battered like this under Jose Mourinho. So this sort of like downward spiral that a lot of fans wanted to keep hold of Eric Ten Hag, I don't understand it personally. Everyone's got their own opinion, but I personally don't understand it because I think he's lowering the standards to complete the rock bottom. I think he's dragged the heart out of this football club. I mean,
you think he's dragged the heart out of it? Well,
yeah, I think he's completely trying to ruin this whole reputation of this club.
I think that's harsh. If you want him to leave, that's fine. But in terms of him trying to, I don't think he's doing that on purpose. He's not doing it on purpose. I think he's just not getting a tune out of the players.
Of course, he's doing it on purpose.
Which that is down to the man.
But we spent over £500 million Great British pounds at this football club since he's come in here. We've not got Jose Mourinho's players. We've not got LVG's players. We've got his players that he gave contracts to, players he signed. He signed 20 players. That's not even including the loan deals we've done. Right, and even Liverpool didn't win a league for 30 years. When we used to go to Anfield, it used to be tight. We never used to go there and get an easy win, a 3 or 4-0 win. They're coming up to here and they're taking the mick out of us. They're literally laughing in that away end at us, at Man United. They actually feel sorry for us. Have you ever known Liverpool fans to feel sorry for Man United? Like, that's how bad it's gone, and it's just not good enough. Like, people can blame Casemiro, and Casemiro had a shocker today, and he was shocking last season. But I always said Eric Ten Hag would ruin a prime Brian Robson, and everyone's giving praise to Ugarte, and I hope he's absolutely fantastic. But how do we know he's going to come into this team and drastically improve us?
Yeah, but there's no guarantees with any transfer you make, and you can clearly see the holes in the team that need to be there. But away from the manager's one thing, so fair enough. But what about the players then? Because the mentality of the players in terms of somebody makes a mistake, that's fine, that happens in football. Yeah. But the domino effect when one single thing happens, when the players face adversity, just spreads throughout the team. So for the second goal, Casemiro's lost the ball. Yeah. Diaz has nicked it off him. There's now another phase of play. Yeah. Martinez is on Diaz now in the box. Defend. Like, what I'm saying is the trickle down effect of the mentality of the players as well.
100% agree. But as I said, he spent over 500 million quid since he's come here. A lot of those players are his players. So for me, whenever I look at a team, the team reflects the manager's personality. And for me, the manager is incredibly naive and incredibly irrational and reactive rather than being proactive. And I see that in the team. Even when we played that game against Brighton, I saw that substitution in the 88th minute we brought on Anthony. You could clearly see the manager's instructions from the Brighton manager was to get your foot on the ball and keep it calm and keep it composed to try and build another attack because there was 9 minutes of stoppage time. Our tactics were to get hold of the ball and go gun-ho and be dead erratic on the ball.
Fight fire with fire in like a basketball game.
And you fight fire with water, not fire. So Brighton, I might have seen the stats, but Brighton must have had a 90% possession in that stoppage time. Because every time Onana was going long, Bruno gave the ball away, Scott McTominay gave the ball away, Anthony gave the ball away. Literally everyone was giving the ball away. It was so erratic. And then even though the defending was so poor, and it was pathetic by the defenders, but leading up to that moment was because of the naivety from this manager. And I just don't think.
So you think he's setting us up in terms of saying, don't be patient, keep going for it, be open, be expansive, give the ball. But basically what I'm saying is the portion of blame in terms of players making stupid mistakes and stupid errors and poor decisions. So how many times did we get into a final third today and Rashford would mess his pass up, or Garnacho would pull it back to nobody, or Xerxes was fumbling? Ten Hag's not saying make sure you get in that final third and give it away, but at the same time you're also saying tactically he's not setting us up right.
But also in the summer we knew Rashford wasn't great on the ball. We also knew Garnacho was better off the bench. We also have been saying Ahmad's a fantastic player, why is he on the bench? We all knew Ivan Toney was available, so why did we not go after him? the club's giving Bruno a new contract. So all these players that we're talking about, Ten Hag clearly wants in this club and clearly wants to play. So it is down to this manager. Also, the players have to take a lot of blame. But if I'm percentaging the blame, I'm putting 60% of it on Ten Hag and 40% on the players.
And ultimately, look, when you're the manager of any football club, the results and progress or lack of or thereof, the buck stops with the manager. I do get what you're saying.
Yeah, when I saw that team today, I thought we're going to lose. When I saw Ahmad getting dropped, I went, who's keeping hold of the ball?
But do you think we lost that like that because Ahmad wasn't starting?
Yeah.
Because I don't.
No, we didn't. You can't. Obviously, you can't go, oh, we would have won the game because you don't know.
Yeah.
You can't rewrite history.
But you mean the decisions that he's making?
But in terms of like Ahmad, you know the way he plays. He's super intricate. He's super intelligent on the ball. You know he's going to get his head down, but then pick up his head, get his head up, and keep it calm and find his teammates. Yeah, he's super direct, but he also keeps the ball in a clever way. And I think even if you look at things like pass percentage, like the accuracy, Ahmad's averaging like a 90%. Garnacho, Bruno and Rashford are averaging 70.
Yeah, because they, like you said,
you can't keep onto the ball.
Go for it, yeah.
Even with someone like people were trying to call Jadon Sancho the problem. Jadon Sancho wouldn't have changed today, but was he really actually the problem? Because like everyone was quick to call Jadon Sancho out and like blame him for the crap at Man United.
No, Jadon Sancho was his own fault. Like that's not getting in the team because like other players, the manager, but then that Jadon Sancho made a rod for his own back. That's his fault.
Also, with Ten Hag, in the press conference, you should never have called him out. And the reason why I say that is because Manchester United is one of the biggest football clubs in the world, and that's factual as well, because there's around 7 billion people on the globe, and there's 1.1 billion active Manchester United fans on this earth. So 1 in 7 people support Manchester United. If you start throwing out the dirty laundry out to the media, they can use that as ammunition to crucify the football club. Look at the reports that came out when Jadon Sancho got thrown under the bus. Sancho shouldn't have done what he done. As you said, you don't fight fire with fire, you fight fire with water. But at the end of the day, then you got false reports coming out that he had an attitude problem at Dortmund, he had an attitude problem at Man City. Well, how comes Dortmund wanted to bring him back to the football club? Also, they come out and clarified the whole situation and said he didn't have an attitude problem, and he dragged his team to a Champions League final. So he can't be that bad.
Sancho shouldn't have gone. Nice one.